Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Thursday, October 4th, 2018. All right, so today we have the moon in Cancer. So the theme of the day, likely around cultivating our emotional security. Great day for connecting to our home life, family life, reflecting on the past a bit, just getting in touch with our roots. Now, in the very later part of the day, but mostly over the weekend, the moon will be shifting into Leo. So maybe the theme shift in the later part regarding self-expression will be good for cultivating that on the weekend, seeing what gives us joy, energy, life force, and having a bit of fun and maybe entertainment there. So no major aspects today. We do have a T-square with the moon, Mars, and Venus. So maybe some integration with relationships. And in fact, speaking of relationships, Venus is going to go station today and retrograde over the weekend for the next month and a half. So we are starting to enter into what will likely be a reflection on relationships and what is essentially our values. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Thursday. So again, we are using the actual stars in the sky called True Sidereal Astrology, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. So if you are new to the channel, check out that link down below for more information. All right, so Cancer, the theme likely today around, again, creating this sort of protective environment, cultivating emotional security. And a great analogy of this is the crab, right? Cancer, the crab. Crab has this hardened shell and very soft insides. So it's a great time for getting in touch with these softer insides, right? These softer aspects of life. So our feelings, what's important to us on an emotional level, connecting to who's important to us, and creating this protective environment to do so. So really good to do this. Could be spending time at home with family, reflecting on the past a bit, just getting in touch with our soul, our emotions, our body, and sort of cultivating life from that place. So that's likely the theme today, and we're likely feeling quite emotionally secure when we do this. And as the day unfolds, going into the weekend, the moon will be shifting into Leo. So maybe a shift, the later part, regarding a little bit more of the fire energy. Now, we still do have a lot of earth energy and such, but a little bit more of this maybe cultivating of our passions. It'd be a great weekend for maybe having some fun, getting some entertainment, cultivating the things that we find enjoyable and passionate in life. All right, so that's the shift with the moon. As you can see here, there's no major aspects going exact here today. We do have this T-square with the moon, Venus, and Mars. So maybe some conscious attention can be brought into our relationships, how we're relating. Both Venus and Mars have to do with our interpersonal connections. So collectively, maybe a bit of a clash with this, or maybe needing some balance with it. So just bringing some extra attention to how we're relating and seeing how we can be receptive, which is Venus, but at the same time be assertive, right? And express our needs and express ourselves and to find that balance between our needs and others' needs, right? And I think with that awareness, with that intention, it's a great way of working with this T-square. Now, going into the weekend, Venus is starting to go station. She's going to pause here in the sky. Now, I did mention earlier in the week that she was about to enter Libra, but in fact, she's going to go retrograde now back into Virgo. All right, so this is going to be for the next month and a half until November 16th. So between now and then, great time to be reflecting on Venusian things. Now, Venus can symbolize relationships, so it'll be a great time of reconsidering the relationship area of our life, reflecting about it, learning about it, trying new things with it. But essentially, Venus is about our values. So this is what is actually going to be then shaping, the learning about relationships and the reconsideration there. So reflecting on what we value in life. And with Venus retrograde in Virgo, collectively, this is about what can be improved and embittered in life. And so this could be reflecting on how maybe our relationship life can improve. How can we improve in terms of how we're relating with others? All right, these types of things. And essentially with values, a great time to be reflecting on the things that do require self-improvement, personal development, right? The improvement of self. So really good to do this. Now, Venus hasn't quite gone retrograde yet, so maybe just a bit of a pause. I think collectively it's a good time to maybe just take a pause with things that do involve partnerships or agreements or connections or something like that. Maybe even finances. Venus, because she does associate with values, it can often be finances. So just sort of pause with that, because there's likely some things that are going to be learned and reconsidered during the retrograde. Okay. And so retrograde doesn't mean it's not a time to do these things, right? It's certainly a time to get involved in relationships and maybe go back and redo that budget or whatever it is. We just want to do so with flexibility. All right, that's the most important thing with retrogrades, is to just be flexible and adaptive, because as we're learning, as new insights coming to light during the retrograde, we just want to be flexible as possible and shift and pivot as our values change. All right, so that's the most important thing today. I'll talk a little bit more about that during the weekend forecast, but that's the day in a nutshell. Most importantly, Moon in Cancer, right? Great day for cultivating what is this internal connection to life, connecting to our soul, our body, our feelings, creating a protective environment to allow for that. And then as the day unfolds, the shift into Leo, starting to cultivate a weekend of self-expression, cultivating our passions in life, all in the meanwhile of sort of taking a pause with reflecting on our values and perhaps things involving our relationships. All right. So everyone, have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the weekend forecast.